Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into this another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard, and we will be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. It is Wednesday. We'll take a look back at what Gus Malzahn had to say in his weekly press conference, as he does each and every Tuesday. We like to quote Gus and kind of talk about the upcoming game. Obviously, Auburn with a huge game on the road against the Florida Gators in Gainesville. This top 10 matchup between two teams that haven't played very much over the last decade. I think going back 2011, was that the last time, or 2000?
Yeah, whenever
when Jacoby Brissett came in and was the quarterback from Florida, who's now quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. Who would have thought that?
That's been a minute.
That's been a while.
That's been a minute.
That's been a while. But we'll talk about that game. Of course, we'll set that up over the next 2 or 3 days. Auburn coming off a big win over Mississippi State, 56-23. But hey, there's a lot to talk about as always. We'd love to hear from you. You just fire away with your comments. Dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page, that's Sports with a Z, and comment away. We appreciate our sponsors here on the Auburn Blitz. I'd like to mention them each and every day. That's Russell Do-It Center. For all your building supply needs, home decor, tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center. They got 10 locations around central Alabama. It's convenient, it's local, and they've got what you're looking for. So they can help you out no matter what your needs are. Just opened a new beautiful facility there in Auburn on Shug Jordan, across from Publix. So go and check out that new location, but check out the old ones as well. They're in Elk City, Auburn, Clanton, Dadeville, Eclectic, Harpersville, Prattville, Roanoke, and Wetumpka. So there's one near you. Also, Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. Eric's been in business for over 20 years. He knows it backwards and forwards. He and his team are always looking out for your best interest. Give them a call today. Interest rates happen to be really good right now and may even be getting better as this year continues on, so they could be saving you thousands of dollars each and every year. They're doing that for people each and every day. We hear testimonials about that all the time. So go and check them out, Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. It's 256-397-0248. That's 256-397-0248.
We'll open up with a few comments here. Randy said, favorite Auburn versus Florida memory. He said his 94 pass from Nix to Sanders. I could have just swore he was going to say the entire game day experience me and him had back in, I can't remember what year it was. That was one for the ages.
Which one was this?
It was one at home when Trey Blackman blocked the
2006.
2006. So Randy, I just swore you'd put 2006 the entire day is your favorite Auburn Florida experience. But no, I have a feeling a lot of people will pick 94. 93 was a pretty doggone good one too.
Absolutely. 1989, Auburn, Florida. Shane Wasden in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, wasn't a lot of scoring. Fourth down, you throw it in the corner of the end zone, he catches it falling down. So yeah, we'll kind of go with that theme today. Your favorite Auburn, Florida memory. That Nix pass to Sanders, but before that, Andy Fuller had a day that day.
Oh yeah,
called it the Gator play, and I think he had 8 or 9 catches and just really was left uncovered all day, just like most of the time the tight end is. If Gus is listening out there, the tight end is running wide open most of the time. But anyway, there's some good ones. I remember one, earlier than that back in the late 80s, one game at Auburn. I can't remember if it was 87 or 88, but we just took it to them in Auburn that night, and so that was a good one. So it had to be 87 because 88 we're on the road. 89 we're back at Auburn. So
86 a bad memory, obviously Auburn. Yeah. A very good Auburn team. Auburn goes on to win 10 games that year. goes to Gainesville and has I think it's 16 to 3 or something, 17 to 3 or something. End up blowing it in the fourth quarter.
Was that Kerwin Bell?
That was Kerwin Bell.
Yep.
Yeah, led
Thank
the
you,
comeback.
Auburn football history is littered with a lot of seasons with one game sandwiched in there like that one, or the LSU earthquake game 7-6 in '88. So, especially in that time frame, we had a lot of games. In the late '80s, we'd have one.
What's the type of football we played?
It was.
It lended itself to you get into a game like that, and one play makes the difference in the game.
It
Maybe I guess that's still how football is today, but it seems like there's just so much more scoring today that you have a lot more opportunities. But nonetheless, so Auburn, Florida, great series.
And it's sad that it's
Very
sad. It's so spread out now and so sporadic. And
Auburn hasn't been to Gainesville since '07.
That's right.
So it's been like I said, it's been a minute since we even been to the Swamp. Have had some success there over the years.
We really have.
Again, winning in 2007, going there and winning in '94, and had success against Florida at home as well. I mean, '93 obviously, in 2001. A #1 Florida team comes into Auburn, and Auburn's able to upset them. Now, we've taken our beatings, too.
Yeah, we have. '97 was one that, we lost to Mississippi State and Florida back-to-back right there. Still ended up going to the SEC championship game that year.
Yes,
so,
we did. Losing to Florida again.
And then lost to Florida again. No, lost to Tennessee.
Yeah, that's right.
'98 we lost to
2000.
2000 we
Yeah.
lost to Florida. That's a series that stirs a lot of memories for us that grew up during that time. But I'm headed to Gainesville. I've been to a lot of the SEC stadiums. I've been inside Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, the Swamp, before. We just stopped by on the way to Disney World one time and swung in there and looked at the campus, and everything was wide open to walk in the stadium, and everybody was in there. A lot of the students just go in there and run. Just run up and down the stairs. It's wide open for anybody who want to walk in. So we walked in, but this will be my first time to be in the stadium because when I worked at Auburn, we didn't make that trip to Gainesville while I was there working with the teams. I didn't have a chance to make that road trip, but this will be fun, and hopefully the success will continue. I don't want to bring you bad luck. Don't blame it on me, Andy, if we lose. Okay?
You know where some of it, yes, certainly. Some more comments. Randy talking about Kerwin Bell nightmare. Listen to Fife on the call. May have been the only way you could watch or hear it that day.
Was. I think
Probably so.
Luke brought up. Pretty sure Florida was on probation in '86, so there was no TV. Had Ricky Nattil too. It's just one of them games. I remember it too, just like it was yesterday.
It's kind of one. I think was I guess was I don't know. Was Emmett a freshman in '86? Did he stay for 3 years or 4 years?
I don't think Emmett Smith ever beat Auburn.
He did not, and I remember '89 being the final one.
Yeah, he had towel over his head.
But I don't know if that was. I don't know if he was a senior or a junior.
I think he was.
Remember.
I think he ended up being.
Did he stay 4 years at Florida?
I believe so.
Okay, so he would have been a freshman.
He would have been a freshman on that '86 team. So
a lot. I mean, you go back to the '83 game of Auburn and Florida. One of the just a phenomenal game. What was the? I can't ever remember the exact number, but there were like, and I think there were about 50 something or 40 or 50 something people on the roster that day that played in the NFL.
Wow.
I mean, just of course, on both teams, but there was just so much talent on the field that day. It was pretty phenomenal.
Smith was a freshman in '87, Luke said.
Okay.
And Seth said, no, he didn't beat Auburn, and neither did Tebow. That's right.
This is true. So he was a junior when he left Auburn.
That's right.
When he left Florida then. So that's interesting. We're talking about memories from the Auburn-Florida series. What's your most memorable Auburn-Florida game? I'm with Randy. That '94 game's mine. It was one of those oddities where I was in college. I was at the junior college. I was working with the volleyball team. We were on the road in Tennessee, and I was in a gym watching the game on a 2-inch little television that I had plugged in in the stands to an outlet that I had found underneath the bleachers. And
Amazing what you can do.
I mean, really. But I mean, nowadays I just watch it on my phone.
You just pull it up,
back
and
then,
no problem. Back then, you had to search for, you were trying to find electricity.
You needed
and
a 2-inch television.
That's crazy.
2 or 3-inch television, actually. And I remember, the pass to Sanders, watching it on that little bitty television, and that was,
You'll never forget.
Just never. It was such, and people are going to make comparisons about Nick's going to Florida, in this game, and they're going to bring up that game.
Of course
constantly.
they are. It's going to be relived for sure.
But especially with the way Nick's played last week against Mississippi State.
Luke said Emmett's coming out party was '87 Bama game.
Yes, it was. He ran up and down the field.
Patrick said the 2007 game was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
So
the Greater Chomp.
Oh yes,
from,
West
Byram.
West Byram.
He kicks the field goal, makes it, but Urban Meyer did one of those, let's call it timeout a millisecond
and then,
before they snapped the ball, which made, I think, him mad.
And was it what was the other year we were down there and had a chance to win it and we missed it or blocked it or something?
Well, in 2002, we went there, and Damon Duvall duck hooked one. It basically was an extra point, and it got blocked, but I don't think it would have been good anyway.
That's right. Started off bad. Kane fought back in that game, forced overtime.
Jason Campbell kind of came into his own a little bit.
Had a chip shot field goal, and he shanked. That's just Duval for you, man.
That's true.
You never knew what he was going to get.
He make a 50-yarder.
And then he comes back and makes another one.
We're up against our first break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
The Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales in Opelika has the largest selection of prestige cars, trucks, and SUVs in Central and East Alabama, all with financing available, little to no money down, and extended warranties. Get pre-qualified in under 2 minutes, online or from your mobile device at GillsPrestigeOnline.com. It's the Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
Lake Martin Building Supply, located on Dable Road in Alexander City. Owners Tiffany and Michael Huff believe in constantly improving their inventory for you. From deer corn, feeders, to Valspar paint, to top quality lumber and RV section, Lake Martin Building Supply welcomes each customer that comes through the door with a warm hello and a pleasant goodbye, and a come back to see us real soon. That's Lake Martin Building Supply, Dable Road. Call today, 256-234-5500.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Hidley Towers is an affordable senior citizen community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East, where spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living, where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more about Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552, where your family at Hidley Towers. That's 256-329-0552.
Alex City Marines, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, and the Yerkes invite you by to see what they have available today. The 2020 Manitous and Landaus are in, and boy, are they gorgeous. Also, some great deals on demos. Take advantage of that while they last. Alex City Marine also is doing shrink wrapping, storage. Get in line now. In fact, call this number, 256-215-FISH. Alex City Marine, Alex City.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Employee pricing continues at Bice Motors. Lease the 2019 Dodge Challenger for $289 a month with 0 down. Get 0% financing plus $4,500 consumer cash on 2019 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Get a 2019 Jeep Compass Sport for $19,500.
We guarantee the lowest price, and we'll pay you the difference in price twice.
Employee pricing continues at Bice Motors in Alex City.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 45 more minutes in today's show. It is Wednesday. Let's do a little quoting Gus Malzahn. He said it's a big road test for our team this week. We're playing a very good Florida team, and that's in the top 10, a team that has a 9-game winning streak, one of the longest in all of college football. You look at them defensively, what stands out to me is how aggressive they are. They can really run 24 sacks. I think that is second in the country. 13 turnovers, that's second in the country. A very, very good defense. Offensively, typical Dan Mullen offense. They run the ball effectively. Their quarterback has one of the best completion percentages in all of college football. Just a very solid team, and like I said, it will be a very big test for us. When you look at Florida, I mean, look, who's the best team Florida has played? Kentucky?
Yeah.
I don't think that's really any doubt.
They squeaked out of it.
And that game, the stats were basically even. And they now granted they lost their starting quarterback, and they were fortunate to pull out that one.
They were.
But when you look at Florida, I don't know how much you've watched them play this year. Are you impressed?
No, I mean, they look like a good football team. You know, they opened up with Miami and struggled in that game.
Miami has proven to be bad.
They have, and they struggle with them. I just think, I just think that, this Auburn team, when you look at the talent, what we've been able to do, what they've got, and what they're building from too, we're taking the more talented football team into the game on Saturday, but that doesn't necessarily always translate into a win. We got to be able to play well, and we got to figure out a way to stop fumbling the football, because that's eventually going to get us in a game if we don't squelch that. If it's in a big game on the road, again, the key to this game is, I think, for Auburn to get off to a good start early, and that's been the formula the last 2 weeks, and it's worked out really well. And got out to a great start on the road and at Texas A&M, and never really looked back. Stayed in control, and you temper the crowd when you do that. You make them play into your hands. Auburn's going to force Florida to be one-dimensional. They're going to do that to everybody this year, Andy. They're going to force teams to be one-dimensional. They're just not going to allow them to line up and run the football. So can Trask be a quarterback? This will by far be maybe the best defensive front he'll play all year. Can he handle that at home? That's going to be the question.
Gus brings up that 24 sacks. I think that is maybe either number 2 or number 1 in the country. Here's the thing about that stat, though, and it's impressive. 19 of those 24 sacks came against Miami, UT Martin, and Towson.
Well,
19 of the 24. You know how many sacks they had against Kentucky, the best team they played all year?
One.
Yep. So, I mean, they had 10 sacks against Miami.
I just think
who may have the worst offensive line I've ever seen on a Power 5 team.
They're bad. They couldn't block. I'm talking about right there. Well, about 10 of them sacks came in the last 3 minutes, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then Florida would make a stupid penalty and keep them out on the field, and they get 3 more sacks, and they commit another stupid penalty. And I mean, it just kind of kept going in circles there. But this is this is an Auburn team that's got a lot of momentum right now. I think they're very confident. Bo Nix had a coming out party against Mississippi State. I really feel like this is a team that is playing really, really good football, that's getting better every week, and you got to keep doing that. And we knew this schedule was tough, and we thought about this part of the schedule as being a part that Auburn could set the tone for what they do the rest of the year and what type of goals they can attain. And they've already beaten Texas A&M on the road. If they're able to go to Florida and get 6-0, they're just going to be sitting in really, really good shape coming down the stretch.
And if they were able to get that win, the first time they'd be 6-0 since 2010. First time since 2010.
I got a text. The 86 game was aired in Auburn Coliseum on closed circuit TV. I remember that because my dad went down there to that game. A couple of people went down to that game and watched it. The entire Coliseum was full. Everybody was going crazy until about 2 minutes left in the game. Then got really, really silent. Everyone left in complete silence. He said it was really weird.
Oh, yeah. I asked the guy that played in that game, I said, what happened? I mean, what and they still don't know. It's like, we had Dick Schmaltz on the show one time.
Yeah,
and was talking, and I asked him about it. So, that 71 game, what happened against Alabama? I mean, you had this great game against Georgia, and you're a better team, and you just have this complete letdown and get blown out. He said, it's just kind of one of those things. I mean, we put a lot into it. He said, we were ready to play. It's just, I think for whatever reason, things
sometimes
like that
you just
happen
can't explain.
You really can't.
Scott said Trask is prone to throwing INT, so look for the defense to get a couple. That'll help. Our secondary needs a little confidence. If there's a part of our team right now that scares me a little bit, it's our secondary. Not because they're not physical, not because they don't come up and play good football. It's just that they give up some yards back there. So I'd like for that to be shored up a little bit.
They do tackle well. That's a good thing.
They do. They're going to be tested, though, on Saturday.
On Florida coach Dan Mullen. Dan is a class guy. That's what I really remember. I've really enjoyed getting to know him, and of course, when our paths crossed, we faced each other numerous times. I've got a lot of respect for Dan and the way he goes about it, and I think he's one of the good guys. He does things right, and his teams are always well prepared, and he's a very good footballer.
How much did Dan Mullen pay him to come up with all that? So,
hey, Dan,
one of the good guys.
Yeah, Danny Mullen.
Gus kind of got the
a little bit of a Nick
Starkle.
Maybe Nick Starkle's his illegitimate son.
Maybe he is. Maybe they're kin.
We only got about 30 seconds. I'll read this, and then we can talk about it when we come back. Nick's progression from week to week. Every week, you can just sense it. You can sense it in practice. It's not just the games. In practice, you can sense the awareness. We're trying to do a lot of carryover. We're trying to build on things. Every week he feels more comfortable. Then you can add a few things to that. And we are at the point now that he really feels more comfortable. Each week, each snap, he will feel more comfortable. We got to go to a break, but we'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. Sign Source.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
WOTM, your TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Ox Foundation. This week's matchup will feature the Hoover Bucks versus the Tuscaloosa County Wildcats. Stay with WOTM through the postseason for live games all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan-Hare.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Caitlin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
At Mortgage Pro, we won't be able to finance a new car or new boat. We can't open you a checking account. Mortgage Pro specializes in mortgage loans. If you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, the only way to go is Mortgage Pro. We can close in 15 days or less. We can offer the best rates in the mortgage industry. And we can waive appraisal fees on any new loan from September 1st until December 31st. Call Mortgage Pro today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. We're talking about some quoting of Gus Malzahn. We're talking about Nix's progression, Bo Nix's progression.
Yeah.
That was very evident against Mississippi State. Now, granted, Auburn's offensive line did a wonderful job of creating a pocket for him. You could tell he felt more comfortable, though. He delivered the ball. It was on target so much more. That's what we said so many times the last couple of weeks. If he would just hit some of these passes, like the one to Seth Williams for a touchdown, like the one to Anthony Schwartz down the sideline that ended up at the 3-yard line. But if he starts hitting those, then his numbers are going to look a lot different. And I don't know. Clearly he has progressed, and you feel like he's getting more and more comfortable, as Gus said. But, he made it a point to say that about 5 times in a paragraph. He's more comfortable. Well,
it's like he's trying to stress that. We'll go back and read some quotes, and we'll pick back up on some Gus quotes, some comments rather, not quotes. But Donald said, "I'm not sure, but is Auburn's secondary the most penalized in the SEC?"
We haven't had near the pass interference penalties this year so far that we had last year. My goodness, we had 3 or 4 against LSU in game 3, I think. So I wouldn't say that. I don't have that impression.
Patrick said, "I look for Emory Jones to have a package." All of a sudden, Florida gets about 6 guys back coming in.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. That's fine, though. Bring them on.
Absolutely.
Randy
I don't
said,
want any excuses.
No. Randy said, "Boring close to the best football in the 80s cost us several times. 88 was the worst example of that, no doubt about it. We were about the most conservative on offense team that you could get. And the thing about it is you could be really good and dominant over your opponent, but you never got enough distance or space as if something could come up in the game and not cost you. And
one drive.
That's just one drive. I mean,
drive.
that's just how you play. You almost
convert how many fourth downs?
Put so much pressure on your defense to play perfect.
Yeah.
Almost all the time. So Scott said that's the same Dan Mullen that propositioned the SEC for the AU Mississippi State game to be at 11 so they could prepare for the next game. Sounds like a stand-up guy to him is what he said. So, anyway.
Shot across the bow from Scott.
That's right.
What do you think about Auburn? I mean, about Florida scheduling Auburn as homecoming? Do you think there's anything to that, or you care no care whatsoever?
Ain't nobody cares. I mean, you know, the thing is we brought this up. Forgot who we were talking with the other day, and somebody asked me about that, and I said I think good football teams don't even know that. They don't even know that's going on. I mean, you just show up and do your thing, and you move on. But I mean, I guess it could be used for some motivation or whatever. But maybe we can return the favor.
Maybe so. Here's a good one on play calling. Question was asked. This is actually Gus Malzahn now talking. It's been so long since I called plays, I can't really remember what used to work. But, you know, I think each week you just try to give your guys the best chance of being successful of what you're going to face. I think really our guys deserve all the credit from the standpoint that they are executing what's called against some good defenses. So it makes sense. It's easy to call plays. Now, here's a guy that goes back, and people make reference to this. He'll go back and talk about a play that happened 10 years ago in a game.
And he said,
I don't remember what it was like. Come on, man.
The fibs just overflow.
I don't know. Maybe he was trying. Maybe this was a joke that he was saying that. He said it in that way. I'm taking it out of context to some degree, or maybe out of I don't know how he meant it came across, but
you never know with Gus what you're going to get.
It's true. This is true. He said we've got some excellent coaches helping me. Dilly has done a super job and with Bo and does a great job. Cody Burns, really, one of my right-hand guys, deserves a lot of credit.
Really?
Cody Burns. Cadillac Williams brought a lot to our team. And J.B. Grimes with our offensive line. You know, I've said this before. He's a great teacher, and those guys are responding well. Then Larry Porter's done a good job with our H-back. So it's a team effort.
Team effort. Cody Burns, outstanding. Been outstanding coach for the last 2 or 3 years.
They say that he is this is in another article I read, that he and Dillingham both have introduced more different original play calling and things like, different aspects of the passing game.
Good.
I'm going to tell you.
Good. I mean, he's been on top.
You think Cody Burns is worthless, don't you?
Pretty much. I mean,
you can't deny he's a good recruiter.
He is, but there's a story I know that I won't say on here that would change some people's mind on that too. So
yeah,
I
remember that.
Yeah, you can. You remember it well. So anyway, I'll give him a little credit on that one. But I will say this about our receivers: they've gotten better.
They're not dropping passes.
They're not dropping passes anymore. They look like they're blocking on the perimeter.
Running good routes.
Somebody finally got to Cody Burns. Maybe that's why he's his right-hand man. Hey, look, man, if you want to stay my right-hand man, you better start doing your job better. So maybe that's why he's doing so much better.
On using one of my favorites, the sugar huddle. It's more of a disguise.
It finally worked down there at the goal line. Ran the speed sweep and it scored. I just looked at Braden and I said, this never works. I said, this never works. And he said, oh, really? As Swartz walks in for a touchdown, as they run it to the short side of the field, that's amazing.
Well,
man.
give it to Schwartz. That helps.
Oh, yeah, it does.
But it's more of a disguise. It's more of deception than it is just communication. It's really what I say is kind of a change of pace for us, too. We've been doing that for a while. Yeah, we're aware.
You have. Patrick said Burns is not a good coach. I mean, I think he's on the staff for recruiting. I mean, I do. I mean, he just I mean, everybody's got their strengths. So, but again, I'm giving credit. I think our wide receivers.
Again, yeah, that's right. Look, I don't mind people. I mean, look, if the
we'll criticize when
if the receivers don't play well, then he deserves some criticism. If the receivers play well, though,
he deserves praise.
He deserves some credit.
Hey, no doubt. That's just like anything in the real world. When your part of the company does well, you need to be praised. If it doesn't do well, then you need to maybe take a step back and look.
And Gus is the ultimate example of that.
Yeah, he is.
When the team looks like trash, he deserves a lot of criticism. When the team's playing like they are now, then he deserves some credit.
When he gets in there last year after loss after loss and embarrassment after embarrassment and says the same thing over and over, he deserves criticism.
That's right. When he's booming in Old Miss Block.
And he's like, we're on the way up, guys.
We're up against another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, I'm Kurt Bowman, General Manager of Vaden Toyota. We'd like to announce our new lifetime warranty on any new Toyota.
Hashtag lifetime warranty. Hashtag we love our customers.
It can be used nationwide at no additional cost.
Hashtag customer service.
So come on by and let us show you
the Vaden way.
Hashtag maintenance matters.
Hashtag totally awesome.
Vaden Toyota of Sylacauga, just a short drive from home or online.
Hashtag your neighborhood dealership.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Expect it or not, the loss of a loved one is difficult. Put your family first by planning ahead. This is Joseph Dean, new owner of Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers. We are a full-service funeral home with an on-site crematory and cemetery. Whether your need is immediate or you would like to plan in advance, our experienced, compassionate staff can assist you in designing an enduring memorial experience, burial, or cremation. Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers on Highway 280 in Camp Hill or online, alabamafuneralhomes.com.
Harbor Point Ship Store has everything to make your day on the lake more enjoyable. Come on out to the biggest marina on the water. They have pizza, hot dogs, burgers, and more. Get your gas, groceries, snacks, ice, and everything you need for a fun day on the lake. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned boat? Harbor Point has the best selection around of everyone's favorite Crest pontoons and Four Winds boats. Harbor Point also has a great selection of pre-owned boats. Come on out and take a look at Harbor Point, Marina Point Road in Dadeville. Get to the point.
Tires are important, and when getting a great price on tires, you want to get it right. So make the short drive to Wright's Tire in Sylacauga. Wright's Tire can get you any make or model of tire, and they make the drive worth it with volume pricing. Whether North Tallapoosa, South Talladega, or Coosa County, make the right choice, the right selection, the right service, and the right price. All at Wright's Tire on Fort William Street in Sylacauga. Call for a free quote, 256-245-7778, and get the right price on tires.
Good news, it's back. Frosted Tips.
Absurdly large shoulder pads? Saying talk to the hand?
No, the sensation's back at Zaxby's. Dude.
The Zensation Salad is back, and introducing the new Zensation Filet Sandwich Meal with hand-breaded chicken, Asian slaw, wonton strips, and citrus vinaigrette, both served with an egg roll. The Zensation Salad and Filet Sandwich Meal, only at Zaxby's.
You already know the power and reliability of a Mahindra tractor. Get ready to meet their ATV and UTV lines. Haul more and tow more. Do more. Reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour. Models have a 12-inch ground clearance and the ability to haul up to 1,200 pounds. There's a Mahindra utility vehicle and a model specifically to get the job done. Test drive today at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. Serving Tallapoosa, Coosa, Clay, and Talladega counties. 256-392-3613.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there joining us today. Andy and Brett are with you, taking you up to 1 o'clock. We're looking at Gus Malzahn's press conference from yesterday. Question was asked, are you now more comfortable calling plays? You know, I mean, a lot was made that Gus Malzahn gave up the play calling in about midway through, I guess, or maybe it was 2015 that he supposedly gave it up, although nobody believed that he did. And then 16 and 17,
we had
certainly.
A lot of that every week.
But we went through that all the time. If it was, who's
we
really
did.
calling plays?
No, we did.
Gus, I mean, basically, you know, Gus is saying, look, I hadn't called plays in a long time. So now, is it you believe whether you take that for truth or not? Okay, but he says I enjoy being involved. I love working with our players on the practice field. That is really the highlight for me, just being more engaged. I enjoy that. Follow-up question, how different is that from last year when you weren't calling plays? He said, I'm not as bored. I can tell you that.
Bored?
He was bored last
year
and the year before, I guess.
I can tell you one thing Chip Lindsey didn't take to Troy with him was a defense. Now, they can score down at Troy, but good Lord. I mean, they'll get gashed.
Yeah, Southern Miss and Arkansas State aren't exactly world beaters.
No, they're not.
No.
So he was bored standing over on the sideline as he watched things crumble.
Right.
You know, I mean, I hate to be that way, but I mean, how about step in a little bit? I mean, surely he did.
Oh yeah, I mean he was involved.
But he ain't ever called nothing.
But I mean, on game day,
he ain't called anything.
Yeah, he's over
even
there.
when he thought he needed it.
Okay. On Nick's not having a turnover since the Oregon game, knock on wood, that's a big stat. That's probably the thing I'm most proud of. We were at A&M a few weeks ago, and we had a pretty good protection, but they had a pretty good coverage, and he took a sack. Another quarterback probably would have thrown it up for grabs. He didn't do that.
Do you remember?
That shows a lot of maturity for a young guy.
Do you remember the play down there toward the student section where Nix was rolling out to the left and he just kind of sidearmed it out of bounds right there at the end? You know,
when Will Hastings was.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's the kind of stuff he gives you, man. He's just not going to take a sack. But he extends plays and he makes things difficult. He's just so calm to be a freshman. I mean, seriously, he just doesn't look like he gets rattled.
No, he doesn't. And he seems like he can pretty much, if you have a bad play, he comes back and he doesn't linger. It doesn't seem like it affects him throughout the rest of the game. So, again, those interceptions early against Oregon, he came back in the second half and. It didn't affect him. He kept throwing the ball, and that's the kind of guys you want. Some guys getting healthy. Here's one interesting one on getting Luke Deal back in the mix.
Yep.
Guy that came in as a freshman, actually participated in bowl practice. The first practice that I believe he was with Auburn towards ACL. Just very bad.
Tough.
But he said it's been good. He's really coming on. And these last 4 or 5 weeks, he has really done good stuff in practice. We got a chance to get him back involved, and we think he is going to be an excellent player. He's a big, physical guy and presents a little more physicality because he's a bigger guy. Hopefully, he can develop, and it's going to have him back out. It's good to have him back out there to be part of the game. Luke Deal. I remember seeing 86 coming to the game.
Yeah.
And wondering, which one that was. That's the freshman.
Auburn's got a lot of talented tight ends on this roster.
They do.
Where's from?
Oh, Fromm may be on the bench over there. He's probably destined for a red shirt.
He is.
Because you got, you got J.J. Wilson, you got now Deal, you got.
Yeah, but tight ends seem to continue to flood.
Not to mention
flood
John Samuel Schenker.
And who's caught a touchdown?
On running back DJ Williams, I was pleased he was able to get out there. And he is close to 100%. He made some really good runs and protected the football. His role could grow each week. We will still play multiple running backs this weekend, and you'll see that the rest of the season. Here we go again. And that's something we talked about at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And we did, and at Oregon, we said, that same old guy.
Booby Whitlow's not getting but about 50, 60 yards a game, about 12 to 15 carries now. I mean, you know what? May not get a 1,000-yard back this year, but may have 5 or 6 guys, counting Bo Nix, in the mix as, solid runners, and keeps them. And when I mean keeps them, keeps the defenses off balance, because you don't know who's going to get the ball. We're not so predictable.
You think by the end of the year it'll be Whitlow and Williams as the 1-2 punch?
Who knows? I'm not even going to begin to even try to guess that. I mean, Williams is getting in with 4 minutes to go in a blowout. And then I'm glad he got in there a little bit. But, I mean, he knows more than any of us, I think, I hope. And, I mean, I would like to see that toward the end. That'd be a great combination.
Jordan Peters back in action. Really good special teams player. Has blocked several kicks for Auburn over the years, and is a pretty good defensive back as well. Derek Hall, a guy that we had kind of a scary-looking knee injury early. I think it was that Tulane?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he might travel to Florida, but he is on the road to recovery, so that's good news for him as well. And finally, on the California's new law about paying players, Gus said it's an important issue. I know our league commissioner will be on top of that, and everything will be settled as far as that goes. We are focused on Florida, but that's definitely an important issue moving forward.
We really broke this down yesterday on the show, and I don't know where this thing will end up, but it's college football as we know it could be dead. I mean, if this passes all the way throughout the country and every state follows suit, there's just no way. Darren Revelle tweeted it out, and I mean, he basically, the 3 bullet points he threw out there is, man, it's going to be, like you said months ago, Pandora's box is open. It's the wild, wild west. We thought it was bad now. Just wait. I mean, it's not going to be the same.
If you invite agents into college football,
it's just so much different.
That can't be.
Somebody brought that comment up the other day. I know we got to get to break about an offensive lineman being in the locker room beside his quarterback, going, "Well, I ain't getting $250,000." So,
up against that break. Don't go anywhere. One final segment right after this.
Mortgage Pro is the new standard for mortgage loans. While other banks are taking 45 to 60 days to close a loan, Mortgage Pro is making it happen in less than 15 days. Your mortgage loan goes from start to finish in less than 15 days. Mortgage Pro is able to make this happen by having the most advanced technology and a highly trained staff with over 98 years combined experience. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance your current mortgage, call Mortgage Pro and let our team go to work for you.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
I am Lisa McClendon from Country Financial, and I have spent years in our community helping people protect their homes, cars, and lives. I am proud to be a member of the 2018 National Championship Team and a National Advisory Council member for Country Financial. Complete financial security does not end with just insurance. I am also here to help you plan for your financial future.
Together, we can help you set up a step-by-step plan to reach financial security.
Let's talk soon.
WOTM, your TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Ox Foundation. This week's matchup will feature the Hoover Bucks versus the Tuscaloosa County Wildcats. Stay with WOTM through the postseason for live games all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan-Hare.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Caitlin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you. The Brewers blow a 3-1 lead last night.
Can the Braves please not do something like this in the
eighth inning after their closer comes in, Josh Hader? Looks like, I mean, he gets 2 outs with, I think, only 1 on, but hits a batter, walks another one, bases loaded. I think Juan Soto gets a base hit to right, and oh my goodness! And Trent Grisham, a guy coming. Only reason he's playing is because Yelich is out, and he boots it in right field, and 3 runs score, and you lose 4-3. That's
not
tough.
funny, man.
I mean, that is tough.
It's not funny.
I feel bad.
It took him an hour to get back to it. What in the world did he? I guess he was like, man, this can't be happening.
Now, yeah, exactly. That's what he was thinking. This cannot be happening.
You know, we're sitting there talking about bad blunders in baseball. And people, Bill Buckner, they finally accepted. He came back and they, finally cheered him on. But Steve Bartman sitting up in the stands, and you couldn't have picked him, I'm sorry, more goofy looking, sitting there. Been a long time Cub fan, but there he is with his little headset on. He's sitting there and, he ain't doing anything different anybody else has done 100 million times.
Foul ball in the World Series.
Man, he's coming, but Alou had a chance to catch it, and he got in the way. And, Moses Alou got mad. He just got so upset about that. And then they had to escort the guy out of the stadium, and he went into hiding. And the Cubs did a few years ago when they won the World Series, gave him a World Series ring. That's a pretty nice gesture.
I thought it was a good gesture. Maybe they buried that. I don't know. But I guarantee you he's still probably on the most hated list in Chicago.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. No doubt.
Tampa Bay, they will take on Oakland in Oakland tonight. Charlie Morton for the Rays, Sean Manaea for the A's. That at 7 o'clock on ESPN. Who you like in that one?
Do you like the one-game wild card?
I'm fine with it.
Let's do
I
a
mean,
three
those
games.
guys.
Let's do a three-game
well,
series.
I mean, you know, those teams. I'm okay with just one wild card. But if you want to let two teams play for it, they both had really good season for it all come down to one. But they didn't win the division.
Well, I know that. You know, I know, but I mean, just one game.
You're giving them an opportunity to make
Okay,
it.
that's fine.
I'm okay with it.
I'm gonna go with Oakland at home.
Yeah, me too. I think they get it done. Although Morton is 16-6, he's had a good year.
I mean, the Rays are playing. I mean, this is the most underappreciated franchise in sports. Tampa. You know, they just silently go about their business and end up going to the playoffs a lot.
Yeah.
End up going to a World Series several years ago, and about 4,000 people show up every day. I mean, that place, first of all.
I don't know what it is about Florida.
Well, first of all, that place is a dump. I've been by Tropicana Field before, and they'd be better off to just grow orange trees in there, you know, like some kind of a, greenhouse, mass greenhouse in there.
They built a brand new stadium for the Marlins, and the same amount of people
and
show.
nobody
Less
shows
people
up.
show.
There's just not a following for that down there. Don't care.
Apparently, Georgia is traveling to Knoxville to take on the Lady Vols this weekend, according to ESPN.com anyway. On ESPN.com.
That was not an error, by the way. That was on purpose.
You think?
There is no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it that somebody said, watch this. Let's see if anybody notices. Well, they noticed.
They noticed.
It might be more accurate.
Do you hear something about, or do you read this about Jeremy Pruitt? Is like on tape. You know, you can hear him. But somebody from Tennessee got arrested, and the kid called Pruitt, and apparently he didn't pay a speeding ticket or something. There was a warrant out for his arrest. So when he got pulled over, they arrested him. They called Pruitt, and Pruitt was like, "You really got to arrest him?" He's like, "I've coached at 4 or 5 different places, and they ain't never had any problem like this at those places." I mean, it just.
You know why?
He's
probably. You know what he probably said? Yeah, I got to arrest him because y'all are terrible. And those other places they weren't, so they let them slide. That's how it works.
Well, the guy actually, I mean, you could hit the police officer. It is the law. If there's a warrant out for your arrest, I have to arrest you.
Hey, you want to take his place, Pruitt? I'll let him go, and I'll come get you.
Oh, man, it's just it. And then the kid goes and says some stuff in the car that's just, oh, my goodness. It's bad. It was, now this is a quote now. It was sheer luck that this close call didn't leave Jack, who is bullied.
The Bulldog
from Mississippi State, severely injured or even dead. And it's never been fair game to subject a dog to the bright lights, screaming fans, and booming noise of a football stadium.
He looked like he's real upset.
PETA Senior Director Marta Holberg said in the statement, PETA is urging Mississippi State to be a dog's best friend and end its live mascot program, and will gladly help Jack find a loving adoptive home where he can live out the rest of his days in peace.
Do you think Jack is mistreated?
I think
Jack probably is taken better care of than a lot of humans.
I mean,
I'm serious, man. I just don't know. I love animals as much or more than anybody, and
don't ever want to see them mistreated.
And see, they're not being mistreated.
No.
They're a star. Everybody wants to pet Jack. It doesn't matter.
I mean, Reveille, the eagle.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike the tiger.
Auburn has a raptor recovery program. That's why we have the eagles. It's not, they can't be released back into the wild. What do you want to do? Take them out back? I mean, this is giving them an opportunity to still live out and fulfill a good life. PETA, man, is just,
it's what they do.
It is what they do.
You kind of knew it. I actually, went to LSU to a basketball game last year, and you got the football stadium on one side,
the Tigers cage,
and the basketball stadium on the other side of the street, and Mike's right in the middle.
Yeah,
his little habitat, man. That when he's stalking around in there, It's
pretty big too, isn't it?
Oh man, yeah, it is. It's a nice little place that
Well,
they
they
got
take
set
care
up
of
for
him too now.
Oh yeah, but
So-
it's a very beautiful and intimidating animal.
There you go.
Looking like.
There you go. Would you like to see Auburn get a Tiger?
I think LSU's done that.
They
So I
kinda-
like the Eagle.
That sets us
We're
apart.
okay. I wish the Eagle would still had its nest out there on campus.
Yeah,
that could
you
go,
got
but
too many stupid people
yeah,
in this world.
That's probably
It'd
true.
be somebody brought a gun.
That's
shot it.
It's a good point. We're up against the end of the show, but we will be back on the air tomorrow, same time, same channel. For Brett Pritchard, I am Andy Grimes. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk to you in